Hello my dear students, welcome to GATE Academy Global, and here I am Richa Gupta with you all. And as you can see at the back of me, I'll be dealing today with the introduction to environmental engineering for PD, GD, VOD and tablet courses. So my dear students, many of you were having the queries that we are not so much comfortable in Hindi, and personally I think that language shouldn't be the barrier in the institution of knowledge. So you don't have to worry now, because we have come up with the English courses for all the subjects of civil engineering. And let me tell you one thing, the courses are exclusively in English, means there won't be any subtitles or there won't be any dubbing. No, the teacher himself or herself will be speaking English and will be teaching you their respective subjects. Now, you might be having the queries that what are the topics which I'll be covering in environmental engineering. Will all topics will be covered? What are the topics will be covered? How many chapters are there? So for any of your queries, I'm here. For this lecture, I'll be dealing with all your such sort of queries. So come on, let's start. So as you can see here, we'll move first. I have said, so basically you can see it here that we have 14 chapters, as you can see here. First 12 chapters are the basic chapters which we have dealt with, and then we have further chapters which we are going through it. So now you can see it here that here we have this 12 chapters first till noise pollution. Although noise pollution hasn't been, like from GATE 2021, noise pollution has been excluded, but in many of your competitive exams noise pollution has been asked. So many students told me initially that ma'am, we want noise pollution because we are preparing simultaneously for other good competitive exams also. So that is the reason noise pollution has been kept. It hasn't been removed from here, so that it is your added advantage for all other competitive exams for yours. Other than that, all the things which is there here, this is according to the GATE syllabus, so you don't have to worry regarding it. Okay, so now these are the basic, I have told you the chapters. Let's get back to each of the chapters and tell you what are the details which I'll be covering. So we'll start from chapter 1. Okay, so you can see this chapter 1, water demand, and as you can see here, I'll be dealing with everything regarding the rate of demand, types of demand, then fire demand, everything. What are the methods of population forecasting, everything which we'll be dealing it here. Okay, and as you can see it here, like I'll tell you the second chapter first. This sources of water, as you can see it here, this chapter, some faculties teach in geotech, some faculties teach it basically in your hydrology, some in environment. So since the water demand part is related to sources of water, I have covered every part, even the groundwater hydrology part if you talk about, that part also I have covered in sources of water. So be it surface sources, subsurface sources, what are the development of groundwater, zone of rock flowage and everything, zone of saturation, capillary zone, what are these things, I have dealt it whole things here. Wells topics, they have been at quite a few times, tube wells, then well losses, infiltration, interference among wells. So everything has been, I have clubbed up whole things here. So it's not like this part hasn't been done in hydrology, because if we take a separate part, wells, sometimes people deal it in geotech, a part of aquifers they deal it in hydrology. So because some parts you have to just spread it and scattered it everywhere. So I haven't done like that. What I did is I have clubbed up all the topics so that at a single go you are able to understand each and every topics. Clear? What are the surface sources, what are the subsurface sources, development of groundwater, everything I have dealt it here. Clear? And remember, I have dealt the derivation part also. The reason you can say that, ma'am, although derivation has never been asked in GATE examination, then why there is a need for going to the derivation part? Because my dear, concepts comes from everywhere. So if they'll ask you concepts from the derivation, you should be able to solve it. If you forget the end results in examinations, but you're clear thoroughly with your concepts, then also if the derivation is clear to you, you will be able to derive the end results. So that is the reason if you have queries, because some students are like, they want to know from where this formula came from and all those queries if you have, so you don't have to worry. We have dealt with all the queries here, and that is the reason. Just chill, because we have dealt with all your queries, all your problems which you face. No, we have dealt with all the derivations, so be relaxed. You don't have to worry regarding it. Okay, so next, moving further, this were the topics which we have dealt in chapter 2. Next, moving further, we have the quality parameters of water chapter, which is very important as far as your GATE exam is concerned. We will be dealing with the physical parameters, chemical parameters, biological parameters, and specifically the chemical parameters. That is very much important, because quite a many times questions has been asked and people usually mug up the formulas, but whenever there is a slight sort of tricky questions comes, it goes bounce off their head. So you don't have to worry. You can see hardness part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, fine. If you have query that somewhere or the other I have written part 1 and part 2, what do you understand from that? Dear, basically the lectures has been designed in a format that the lecture's length should be maximum 45 to 50 minutes. If it is unavoidable in any circumstances, then it has to be kept for 1 hour. Otherwise, generally the lectures are at max of 50 minutes. So what happens, it's impossible to cover hardness, that to for GATE, in just 50 minutes. So, and I don't want the things to go very clumsy. So hardness part 1, that if you have 50 minutes time, take your time. You are new to this concepts of hardness, so take your time. First understand hardness, take time, 50 minutes, okay, fine. If you are understood the first part, then if you have time tomorrow, 50 minutes, you can go to the next lecture, upcoming lectures. So what happens is, here the whole lectures are synchronized in a proper time format, so that you are able to manage your time according to the lectures which you are covering. So that's why part 1, part 2, part 3, because it's impossible that in 50 minutes I'll cover everything along with the questions. So no, it's not like that. First I'll cover it and then we'll be dealing with the questions. Yeah, that's one more point I have to tell you. You might be thinking that in this 3 chapters I have shown you this PPT and I haven't mentioned any sort of questions. That, ma'am, you're just mentioning the topics which you are covering, but you haven't mentioned any sort of questions. And in GATE examination, ultimately it is the questions which we have to solve. That's true, dear. That's definitely true. Just let me tell you one thing. If I would have mentioned the questions also, it would have become very clumsy. So that is the reason I have just mentioned the topics, and you don't have to worry. You will be telling that, do we have to study everything and at the end we'll be solving the questions? No, dear. Not at all. I have this booklet with you. It depends, you will get the soft copy or hard copy of environmental engineering based upon the type of courses which you have opted for. So what you will see it here, basically here, in this courses, first of all, what I'll be telling you open so and so question, so that you and me don't have to write the questions. Basically, I'll write the given data of so and so questions. I'll be just telling you what the question says, and then we'll be solving the questions. You and me both will be having the question booklet with us. Now, just one more thing, like if I have covered hardness, I have covered the whole topic hardness, whatsoever was necessary for you, we have covered the hardness. Then I'll do what? After hardness, I'll tell you to open the booklet, then we'll solve the questions. Okay, then another topic, then I'll tell you to open the booklet and solve the questions, because I don't want that the questions goes pending and at the end we solve it. If we have done a concept and we have to apply it, then definitely we have to do the questions. So questions are not pushed for the last. Questions are completed right after the topic, the conceptual topic is completed. Okay, now moving to the next chapter, like we have the treatment of water. So all the treatment units like gravity filters, or be it chlorinations, disinfection, softening, everything we will be covering it in the treatment of water. So everything will be covered in this treatment of water and along with the GATE questions. Now, Moving next, I'm just showing you the topics which I'll be covering in this PD courses. You can see the distribution and conveyance system, again a topic, because sometimes they can ask you match the following, that's all. So I've just told you the topics of all the things which I'll be covering it here. Now moving further, wastewater characteristics, important topic, because here comes your BOD, here comes your COD, carbonaceous BOD, nitrogenous BOD. See, here I'm just telling you all the topics which I'll be covering. There I'll be telling you why there is a need for this topic to get covered and everything. Okay, so these are the wastewater characteristics part, and trust me, it's not only which we'll be dealing with the chemical characteristics of wastewater. What is the name of it, what is the impact of it, what is basically the measurement of it, and what is the limits of it. Basically limits portion we study it in the raw water part, because that water has to be supplied. Here we'll be studying it because we have to do the treatment of that water. So all these things, the test, the mechanism which follows, why this so happens, everything will be covered. Okay, now moving further. Sewerage systems, definitely questions has been asked from this topic, self-cleansing velocity and all. So what are the shapes of sewers, what is sewerage systems, what is separate sewerage system, combined sewerage system, everything we'll be studying in this particular chapter. Along with the questions also we'll be dealing it. Okay. Next, moving is the treatment of sewage, one of the biggest topic, as you can see right from here, right? You can see it from the number of topics we have taken into account, and part 1, part 2, of course, because in this treatment of sewage, activated sludge, if you would have seen this year's paper 2021, activated sludge is something which is one of the favorite for this GATE examination paper setters, because many a times, if you will open the previous year books, you will see the most common topic from which question has been consistently asked is activated sludge process. So this topic has to be covered in detail, and it's actually in detail. It's not that I am covering in detail because it has been asked in examination. This topic has to be studied in detail because this consists of many features which you should know. Clear? So that is the reason I have taken part 1, part 2, part 3 for it, and after the activated sludge process is completed, then we'll go to the questions part for the activated sludge process. Although I haven't mentioned because I thought the slides will become very much clumsy and lengthy, so why to waste time? That I can tell you verbally. Okay. So now, moving further, disposal. Obviously the sewage which is produced, the mixture of solid and waste which is produced, wastewater, it has to be properly disposed. So what are the methods of disposal, what are the zones, everything we'll be dealing in these topics. Okay, then goes to the disposal of, this is the solid waste management. This goes for solid, before this was solid waste management. Just a second, this was solid waste management. This is chapter 10. It's not disposal, it's solid waste management, as you can see. So here we will be dealing what are the basic solid waste managements, what are the landfilling, incineration, pyrolysis, composting, all that will be dealing it there. Then comes your air pollution. Air pollution, hot topic, very much important. Every time, even this year also air pollution has been asked, because if you see the 3-4 years papers, air pollution has been consistently asked. Okay, so this air pollution topic, you can see what are the types of air pollutants, what are the devices we use, how to control air pollution, plume behavior, everything. And this is something which is, as I mentioned you now only, quite a many times it has been asked. So yeah, this topic is important. Okay, so initially it was, it's not disposal, it's solid waste management, it's air pollution, and then comes your noise pollution. I have mentioned you, although it's not now from 2021, it's not there in your GATE syllabus. And then multiple select questions, because this is a new pattern which has been introduced in what is been introduced for your GATE examinations. So that topic is also dealt with. And then you have what? Newly added topic, air quality index. So you don't have to worry, we have dealt with all sorts of questions related to environmental engineering for GATE examination. Now, just let me tell you some of the things which is very much important. This environmental engineering book, you will be getting it. How to use the courses, that I have made a separate video for you, so that you can know that how to proceed for the courses of environmental engineering. Let me make it clear to you, the entire booklet which you will be getting, it is divided into 3 parts. First is your MCQ and NAT. In that, all the questions of GATE, almost more than 95% will be covered by me. Then you will say, ma'am, what about the 5%? These were the questions of 1991, 93 which came long back, and they are just simple statement questions which you can just answer. So that I have kept in practice questions. Then MCQ, after MCQ you have practice questions which is to be solved by you, and that which we have given you for practice. And third is assignment questions. This is something which I have to tell you. Assignment questions consist of conventional questions from your standard booklet along with your previous year's ESE questions. Now you will say, ma'am, conventional questions are never been asked in GATE, so why is there is a need for keeping it in assignment questions? Reason for it is, dear, because what happens is some of the multiple concepts gets cleared from that single questions, and you know, whenever GATE comes in our mind, it's the concept which comes into picture. So definitely if we want, basically our main aim is your concept should be clear from the MCQ questions, from the practice questions, from the theory which we'll be teaching, and you should be able to solve any conceptual question, be it of conventional or be it from anywhere, be it from test series. So that is the reasons we have kept the assignment questions, so that you will be able to solve it, and that questions will be dealt by me. So it's not we have kept for you to solve it. No, that assignment questions will be solved by me. I'll be the person who will be solving those assignment questions for you, so that multiple concepts at a single questions gets cleared for you. Okay, and along with that, if you'll say, ma'am, if you have doubts at some point of time, so you don't have to worry, we have a Telegram channel for it. We have the app in which you can ask doubts. Later or sooner the faculty answers. If you see that immediately at a stretch you posted an answer, sometimes it doesn't become possible because faculty is busy in other classes. Let me make it very much crystal clear to you, but definitely later or sooner they answer for your queries, and there is a healthy environment which is maintained. And even many of your friends are there, many of your friends are there, so you have a healthy discussion with them too. So it's like a knowledge sharing process which is maintained, and you have the numbers of the faculty, so you can contact them when they are free, and you can have a healthy discussion with them too. Okay, so this was regarding environmental engineering. I guess I have mentioned everything, every topics which are to be dealt with, and if you have any queries, let me know regarding it, so that we can figure out that also. And trust me, the language is in English, so you were having that issue that you are not comfortable. Those students who are not comfortable in Hindi, don't worry regarding it. Okay, so this is me, Richa Gupta, signing out. Be safe, stay safe, take care of yourself, and we'll meet in the next lecture.